Hey witches, mystics, manifestors, and people who just like tarot. Welcome to my channel, or welcome back to my channel. I'm Ray Luna. For today's pick a card reading, we're looking at your October predictions, what might happen this month, what messages want to come through. So for our selection, we have something fun today. We have these little characters, but it's actually like an 8-ball, right? A magic 8-ball. So we will use this in the reading to ask a yes or no question. So, choose which one's calling out to you the most. For group number 1, we have a cat. For group number 2, we have a skull. And for group number 3, we have a pumpkin. So yeah, choose which one's calling out to you the most to get your answer during the reading. And when you're ready, click on the correlating timestamp to receive that reading. Thank you for watching, and I hope you guys enjoy it. Hey group number 1, welcome to your reading. So you chose the cat magic 8-ball, and with your cards here we have 2 of Pentacles, 9 of Cups, 4 of Swords, 5 of Pentacles, and the Ace of Swords. So what I see here for your October is, in general, there will be a balance of doing a lot and having a bit of a break. So this could be 2 weeks out of the month. You're super busy. Every day you're out of the house. You're going someplace. You're doing something. A lot of your time is taken up, maybe less time for hobbies or hanging out with people, doing fun things. There could be less time for that, right? But the other 2 weeks of the month, there could be a lot of free time, not doing much, having a lot of fun, a lot of breaks. So there is a balance of being busy, being moving, but then also not having a lot to do and being still. So this does seem to be a month where you're having a good balance of working, resting, having fun, and needing to do things that are important. I also see with the 9 of Cups, this is a month where you could be feeling satisfied with yourself and what you are doing. So maybe you're feeling happy about achieving a work-life balance. Maybe you're feeling happy about putting more effort in for yourself to have satisfaction, to enjoy things. Maybe you're feeling happy that you're able to make progress with a goal or dream of yours. And with the 9 of Cups, as I said, a wish come true, right? This is a wish card. So there is a potential here in October for a goal or dream of yours to complete something you're wishing, something you're wanting to happen. That's what happens this month. So this could be, if you have been working on something for a long time, you're closing everything out, tying up loose ends. There could be a wish related to having something finally end, having something finally be completed, right? I also see this too as wishes related to changes in your schedule, things working out for you more, as I said earlier, work-life balance. So you're having a lot of wishes come true related to getting more of what you personally want, timing and schedules being more right for you, working in your favor more. So that's another area where wishes and dreams can come true if it's not related to a specific goal or dream of yours. And with the images here and the cards, we have these little boats, the water. This makes me think of maybe getting a wish come true too, related to going someplace you always wanted to go. You could have a wish come true related to finally getting to that dream travel destination, that dream vacation, especially if you have time off in October. You could be going someplace really cool, really fun, and that could feel like a dream, something really happy to experience. And over here with the 5 of Pentacles, this card is actually in a positive position, right? So usually this card can indicate feeling left out in some way, dealing with things by yourself, but with the 4 of Swords near this card, I think you're having some alone time that you're really enjoying, or you're benefiting from being left out in some way or having more time to be by yourself. So if you have been having difficulty fitting in, or having some sort of situation where it's like you're being pushed out or you're not let in, there is some sort of positive twist with this, okay? The positive twist could be having more time to work on something that gives you that wish come true, more for yourself, right? Like reaching a high goal, right? Something that takes a long time to do, you finally get that. It happens sooner because you have that time to be alone. I also see this too as like getting something, winning something, receiving something over someone because of you being different, you standing out. So sometimes we're blocked from something, and that's for our benefit, even though it seems like, okay, this isn't good. Why is this happening? Sometimes we're really thankful for that later on. So there's some sort of situation where you being blocked or pushed out, not let in, makes it so you have a big win or big wish come true. Another thing here, I noticed that the cat on this card appears injured with bandages. So if you guys are sick in some way or you need to recover from something, I think October is going to be a really good month for that, to rest, recover from illness, injury, sickness, improving your health. I also think, even though that might be negative, there could be some sort of benefit as well from having that time to just relax and recover. Even if it's for negative health reasons, there will be some sort of benefit from you having that time out or needing to recover. Okay, so you will have positive results with having time to heal your health or get stronger in some way physically. And lastly, at the end here, we have the Ace of Swords. So I feel like this card, this is indicating something you might have a negative experience with or difficulty with. So this is a month where it's going to be hard for you to communicate or have mental clarity. So while you have some good things happening, I don't think this is a month where you're having like tons of new things, right? This is going to be resolving conflicts or problems with things that you already know about, right? Something that is already present in your life. That is what you'll be focused on. That's what's getting better. That's what's changing, having an end result. It's not likely you're going to be starting like 5 different projects in October. If you do, you will have some trouble making those plans. Doesn't mean you can't do it, but you'll have trouble thinking clearly. You'll have trouble tying things together because for some reason this month you're having like brain fog, you're having some confusion, you have a lot going on, you're busy, you're working, then you're resting. You're taking those breaks to heal and recover from whatever you need to. But that means like you're not allowing new projects, new people. You're kind of just trying to control what's already happening in your environment, okay? But if you do new things, it's not like it's bad to do that. It's just going to be more difficult for you because it's too much. It might be overwhelming. It might not be the right time. So just keep that in mind when you're moving throughout October. You could have trouble starting something new, so it might be better to hold off until November or when you get some more rest, right? Give yourself a period to focus on all this other stuff that's going on. Too much going on to have something new, right? Then it will be a better time for you to do that, to focus on what else you can add into your life. Okay, so I'm going to shuffle some more cards and see what else comes through for you. Okay, so we have coming of fall, let the spark of hope within you ignite and never cease, for it is never too late to manifest your dreams. Bushels of apples, invite your truth forward and invoke the power of healing, growth, and the true essence of who you are. Bird feeder, every teeny action taken in the pursuit of growth is a powerful step in the right direction. Cow spirit, the miracles are endless. Okay, with the coming of fall, I feel like with this card, it talks about maybe looking forward to the fall months, maybe kind of looking forward to having things wrap up, being completed, or completing something that's finally like, okay, this is out of my hair. I don't have to think about this, having relief. I also think fall is a time too where I think of things being more like cozy, being able to relax more. There's less pressure to constantly get things done. So I think with the fall months as well, there will be some sort of relief of maybe having some time, as it says, to manifest your dreams. It's never too late. So maybe that Nine of Cups is related to finally seeing how some of your work is leading to a dream come true. And it's funny, right? As I looked at the timer that counts how long I'm filming, it said 11:11. So yeah, that's about dreams and having wishes. So maybe this is just a reminder as well, like, hey, it's never too late to go after your dreams. So even if you don't have a goal or wish come true this month, this could be related to one of your goals or wishes. This is just telling you, hey, next month, you might have time to work on that and make it come true. I do think for a lot of you, something is coming true this month, but this is just like, this is something that is making you feel motivated no matter what. So if you have that wish come true this month, congratulations. But if not, don't feel like you're running out of time. Don't feel like you can't invest in your dreams or goals because you're usually busy or you feel like resting. Maybe you're sick and that sickness has halted some progress for you to continue on the path that you want. Don't feel bad about that. Don't feel defeated. Think about it as a moment where you're made to do something else, but you can go back on the path you're meant to eventually. Okay, like there's some sort of detour maybe, but that's okay. You'll be fine either way and feel good again, feel like your wishes are possible. I also see here too with bushel of apples, this talks about enjoying some time to grow, to heal, to become who you really are. So seeing yourself not through the perceptions of other people, but how you see yourself, how you come across to yourself, okay? How do you feel? What makes you feel like you're being authentic? What is authentically you? So this is also a month where you're being real with yourself and enjoying who you are as a person, not having to hide or pretend you are something that you're not. Also with bushel of apples, that could be going apple picking, because of course during the fall time, it's common to pick apples. That could be something you're looking forward to. Carving pumpkins as well. You could be doing like fall activities that are really fun and healing for you. With bird feeder, this makes me think of like watching animals outside, enjoying their company. Also, this talks about every teeny action taken in the pursuit of growth is a powerful step in the right direction. So yeah, as long as you're doing something with intent, you're conscious with your actions, that's always a step towards the right path. I also think you are having like a minimalist approach this month. So less is more. Even if you're busy, you will still be following less is more. Getting more things done because you're not being a perfectionist. Getting more things done because instead of adding more to what you're currently working on, you're adding a few things, but you're making them good. But you're not going to harm yourself over having to have tons and tons of details added to something if it's fine as is. So that's another thing I'm seeing here. And with cow spirit, that makes me think of maybe some good surprises because it talks about miracles being endless. So this also could be a month where you experience some sort of miracle, and we go back to that wish again, sorry, not to keep saying that, but it keeps coming through. There could be some sort of miracle or wish that happens in this October that makes things easier for you. As I said, this could be some sort of improvement related to your goals, your path, your health. Whatever is something that's very near and dear to your heart this month, that is likely where you're going to be seeing that miracle, that growth. Okay, so time for your question here. So depending on what this says, we might shake it again because some of the answers can be kind of strange, right? So, okay, right now, ask this a yes or no question, and we'll shake it and get an answer, okay? Okay, let's see what it says. What is the answer, yes or no, to group number 1's question? Let me see, I can't see it. Shake it again. So it says odds are not good. So if there's something you wanted to move forward with at this time, maybe wait and see later, or put this off for now. And let's do it again. Let's ask another question, group number 1. Pause, and when you're ready, play. What is the answer to group number 1's question? See it there? Absolutely, it says. So whatever you asked there, yes, okay? So I hope you guys enjoyed the reading. If you liked it, like the video, subscribe. Hit the notification bell, hype the video up so more people see it. I hope this reading has helped you in some way. I hope your October is great, and I hope to see you in the next video. Bye! Hey group number 2, welcome to your reading. So you chose the skull here, and with your cards we have the Hermit, 5 of Wands, the Hierophant, the Moon, 8 of Pentacles. So the first thing I see for October here with the Hermit is you could be really enjoying a lot of time by yourself. So this could be working by yourself, eating by yourself, going places by yourself. This month is really going to be about the relationship with you, okay? How do you connect with yourself? Do you like yourself? Do you not like yourself, okay? These type of questions, these feelings will be prevalent throughout the month. The Hermit is also about not only our relationship with ourselves or spending time alone, it talks about wisdom and knowledge in general. So this is a month where you are going to be learning a lot. This is when, even when you're trying to just scroll TikTok and watch funny videos, you're going to be seeing informative documentaries or informative clips about something. Even if you don't initially care about it, you'll be pulled in, you'll watch the video, you'll watch the clip and learn so much. So information is going to be finding its way to you, whether you like it or not. You're going to be learning this month. You're going to be watching something educational or even reading something unexpectedly. But this is a month where you could become more mentally strong. You also could be more intelligent. So because you're learning more things, you're watching more things, reading more things, you're getting a lot of information that is making you more intelligent, more informed to make a better choice. I also see this too. The Hermit with the 5 of Wands could indicate you're preferring to spend time alone this month because people could be pissing you off, okay? I'm sorry to say that, but you could be annoyed with people this month for whatever reason. Maybe you're feeling irritable. Maybe it's the cold weather that's coming up, the end of summer making you sad or something. Or you're just tired of dealing with people for a while. Everyone gets that way sometimes. So you're going to be spending a lot of time by yourself, willingly it seems, because of some sort of conflicts. This is also walking away from difficulty, conflicts, instead of forcing your opinion, because sometimes we want to say, hey, what are you doing? We have to do it this way, instead of just letting the person who's opposing us do whatever. But instead, you're not going to fight people this month. You don't care. It is what it is. That's your philosophy this month. You don't want to waste your energy, your time fighting with people, dealing with negativity. You're going to be in your Zen mode by yourself, reading, watching videos, doing things by yourself. So you don't have to accommodate someone else. You don't have to emotionally drain yourself by having to care about all the different perceptions, perspectives. So you're really choosing to be away from conflict and people. I also see too with the Hierophant, that's having faith. That could even be like being more in tune with spirituality this month, right? You could be doing candle magic for some of you. Like that's when you light a candle and you infuse that candle with your intentions, either while it's burning or before it's burning. There's all different types of way to do it. No right or wrong way to do that. So if you guys are like someone who likes to do practices like that, like spells or manifestation work, you could be really focused on that. You could be focused on your mind, your body, your soul, right? Like spiritually, you are trying to improve yourself. So you don't mind spending time alone because you're happy with yourself, or you're trying to improve it to get it to the point that you like. But that could require, as I said already, learning, but this could be, showering a certain way, taking baths, to cleanse your body, not only because of like sweat. You could be doing like cleansing of like your soul, your environment, something related to spirituality or spiritual practices. So you could be doing a lot of different things like that. You could be exploring that for the first time. Like maybe you just like crystals and tarot, but you never got into like the deeper part of spirituality, right? That could be something that you're learning and discovering with the Hermit, more spiritual knowledge. So that is in general, but something more positive here, we have the Moon as something positive. So it's very funny because it touches upon what I already said, but a little deeper. And that's exactly what you're doing this month with spirituality. The Moon talks about something being hidden, unknown, and fears, discovering fears, facing fears. So this is also a month you could be facing fears and overcoming something you're scared of. So maybe you're making improvements with anxiety or phobias you have. Like I'm scared of like bees, hornets. I have a phobia of like bees and hornets. If I see one, I'll run away. Even though it's like, it's not likely to bother you, right? But that's like a phobia of mine. So if you have something like that, you'll be improving that or getting better at handling that fear. I also see the Moon is like spiritual growth, right? It relates to intuition along with the Hermit relating to that as well. So two of these cards together is strong indications of being more in touch with spirituality, knowledge, the Hierophant as well. So you're becoming more of a believer in those types of practices. Maybe you're seeing positive results of some of what you have already done and you want to continue that. The Moon also could be embracing your dark side, right? Your shadow side. So maybe you're incorporating some aspects of yourself that are usually hidden and suppressed and embracing them, using them to improve your life instead of being ashamed of them. So if you are spending a lot of time alone, right? Or you're talking about things that might sound a little like, oh, woo-woo, that's crazy, that's not like science-based, it's too like up in the air, what's going on, right? Sometimes people think that with like tarot or, manifestation, people think that can be crazy sometimes. So you could be dealing with those concepts. And when you're dealing with those concepts, you're not feeling like embarrassed about them because you like them. If there's like a stigma attached to them, or maybe you're around people who don't like that stuff, maybe that's why like you're avoiding people because there's like a conflicting beliefs. Something like that, right? So you could be using those things to positively improve your life or explore them deeper, but there is a conflict with other people, so you keep it to yourself. And it might be like a dark side aspect because of the conflict it creates or a differing of opinions, not necessarily because that stuff's bad. I mean, I have a tarot channel, okay? So I'm not judging you if you're doing anything like that. I'm just saying, like, there could be some sort of stigma you're dealing with, but regardless of that, you're using that stuff to your advantage to make your life better. Or you're incorporating, like, an aspect of yourself that people maybe judge, like, oh, you're too talkative, or you're too quiet. People don't like when you're either of those things, okay? But maybe you're using that to better your life. If you like to talk, you're going to record yourself giving a speech or talking about your favorite hobby. If you're too quiet, you could be using your time to just be quiet and be alone, regardless if people like that or not. You are moving forward in your own way, not letting other people judge you or negatively impact your practices or your lifestyle. Okay, and with Eight of Pentacles, that talks about something negative. So this talks about maybe having a lot of hard work, putting in a lot of effort in things, and in a negative position, this makes me feel like you're doing work and you don't feel like you're getting a reward, you're not getting enough, or it could be something where it's like there's always a continuous effort needed. So like the skeleton, you're hammering away, trying to fix things, trying to make it better. But there could be conflict with other people saying, oh, this work isn't good enough, or they're wanting even more work, changing what you're doing. So there could be a lot of conflict here of needing to edit your work, needing to constantly do work. Something about work is really annoying and difficult. Or dealing with people who are not satisfied or pleased with what you're giving them for some reason. So that is a negative thing you might deal with this month. I want to say an example I think of, it's like, let's say you submit a piece of work and whoever you give it to, they change everything you did, or they want you to add something completely different on top of what you already did, requiring lots of more work. And this could be something you were not briefed about this, right? Like no one told you this. So it's not fair to you. It's something you were not let in on, okay? That's what it feels like. So I'm going to shuffle some more cards and see what else comes through. Okay, we have weeds. Neglecting to address the weeds within will prevent you from abundantly receiving. Farmhouse. The time has come for a greater sense of belonging and harmony within and all around you. Failed harvest. Embrace the lessons of life and sow the seeds of a brighter future. Wasp. Spirit. Sometimes life stings. It's so interesting because earlier today, with Wasp Spirit here, I saw a wasp sitting on the porch, like the railing, just sitting there all day. In the afternoon time, I go back from looking outside early in the morning and it's still there, right? It's there all day. So I feel like me seeing a wasp and then getting this card here, this is like a message and a sign that yes, sometimes something can sting. And I already mentioned too with the phobias I'm scared of, bees and a wasp. So maybe there's a message for me here too. But for you guys, you could have something similar. And this is to be careful of who is a wasp for you, okay? This could be a word of warning. There could be someone at your workplace or in your life who looks for reasons to attack you, to sting you. Kind of like how a wasp is kind of evil and you're not bothering it, right? And it comes near you, tries to sting you, attack you, whatever. There's someone like that who is trying to get a rise out of you. Ignore this person, okay? Go away from them. I also feel like too, this month could be difficult because there could be a lot of things that are like stinging for you. That's also why you're turning to spirituality as a means of helping you through the situation, as a tool of release. And that's not a bad thing. This is just an explanation of why spirituality is so prevalent this month for you. Weeds too, it's like needing to pull out the weeds. Something's not being right. So there could be a situation where you have to walk away from a workplace, an environment you're in, people that are constantly trying to attack you. So this is also like maybe setting up a plan to leave your current environment, your workplace, if you can't do it immediately, because of course, not everyone can just up and run, up and go. Take some time to set up a plan and make sure you're protected. You're going to be good if you have to leave your situation, because I feel like there's a lot of conflict. It makes sense why you want to be alone this month. That's what I feel like, a lot of energy drainers in your environment. And both of the cards here talk about, the time has come for finding a greater sense of belonging within and all around you. As I said, your relationship with yourself and other people. So something has to change. In October, you will find out exactly what has to change and make a plan to do so. So that is a positive thing, even though it's coming from a negative situation. This is for your benefit, to change your life, to be more positive. I see here, when you're in an environment with people or situations like this, it's hard to grow abundantly, because it's like you're a flower, right? Absorbing all the nutrients in the soil. And if that soil is bad, you don't have the right nutrients in it, how are you going to grow? And if someone's putting poison in that soil, you're definitely not going to grow. That's what it's like. So you have to try to find a way, even if it's difficult. Everyone's situation's different. Make a plan if you can't leave immediately from a situation, so you are not being poisoned, okay? You're not being affected by the wasp in your life who want to attack you just because they're bored or they're entertained by that. And this card especially talks about that difficulty, right? A failed harvest, things not working. So what can you learn from things not working and use it to make things better? As I said, this is a month of using the darker aspects of life to improve the future. Embracing things that are seen as negative with yourself, and then seeing things in your environment that are negative and how can you move away from that. Maybe people are judging you or shaming you with certain things about yourself you can't control. That's just your personality. That's your habits, your behaviors. So this is also another reason why you could be getting this message of embracing your traits that could be seen as a shadow side, shadow aspects. And then a negative environment, it's not telling you this environment's good to stay in. It's telling you, hey, you should maybe leave. You should walk away from this, avoid this. So it's telling me the environment's negative, not necessarily you. Okay, so I had to pause the video as I was about to tell you guys to ask a question because I got interrupted, but now I want you guys to ask the magic skull a question, yes or no. And, pause the video right here if you need more time, but let's see. Yes or no, what is the answer to group number 2's question? Not now. Let me see. Yeah, not now, it says. So whatever you asked, it's saying this is not the time or no. So this could be something to do later on. So let's ask another question. Once again, pause the video if you need more time. Let's see. What is the answer to group number 2's question? Bet on it. So whatever you asked here, yes, it's likely something you should move forward with. So that was your reading, group number 2. I hope you guys liked it. Like the video, subscribe, hype it so more people get to see it. I hope you guys have a good October and you move past this difficult situation. Leave these negative people behind. I hope your month improves as it goes by. I hope you guys have a nice day and I hope to see you in the next one. Bye. Hey, group number 3, welcome to your reading. So you chose the pink pumpkin here and the pink cards as well. We have the Sun, 3 of Wands, 9 of Swords, 2 of Swords, and the Page of Swords. So lots of swords, meaning a lot of mental energy you will be using this month ahead. This could be a month of needing to plan before you take action. This could be a month of needing to be careful, cautious, using strategy to get ahead, to prepare for your future. But with the first 3 cards here, we can see an overview of your month ahead with the sun. That indicates you're going to have a lot of positive moments, feeling good about yourself, feeling good about your day-to-day, right? Like, even if you don't have big plans for a day, you're going to be looking for all the little positive things you can find. If you see beautiful flowers as you're walking, you're going to smile at that. If you are eating a really nice meal, you're going to be thankful for having that food and having it taste really good. So this is a month of really enjoying all the little things, feeling comfortable, feeling cozy, and just enjoying life, looking for the positivity, right? Looking on the bright side of things. That is what you are doing this month. And even the pink, right? Pink makes me think of something unique. What other color looks like pink? None of them. It's the most like flamboyant type of color. It grabs your attention. It's like fun, serious, sweet, everything, right? So your month, pink is your color. I can't think of the name of the stone, but I know October has that pink stone as well, right? So that could be important for you guys. I know it's Breast Cancer Awareness Month as well in October. The color pink makes me think of that. So maybe that's relevant for you in some way or important for you in some way. So yeah, the color pink is going to be really important for you, not only because you chose it, but it's everywhere, and something about that is going to make you smile. It's related to positive projects you're working on. Something about this color is going to be very relevant for you. It's energy, or you just liking it, getting gifts that are pink. People could give you pink gifts. That might be strange sounding, but that is what I'm picking up. But this energy of seeing the bright side of things, seeing something fun, but still being able to, seriously plan and do stuff. We see that too with the 3 of Wands. That's indicating looking out and thinking about, okay, how can I grow? How can I achieve? You might not have everything to do that yet, but you're walking, you're starting your journey to get there. And we can see the person here looking out, they are just starting. They don't have everything, but they're still willing to get up and go. So this is also a month of really taking the time to figure out what is worth the resources, what is worth the commitment. So you're going to be having fun, but you're going to be seriously committing to a project, to a person. This could be a couple of different things you're choosing to commit to, but you really need to take time to do this, okay? Like, don't feel bad you're taking time to make these plans. Don't feel bad you are having fun while making serious plans as well, right? You're really focused on enjoying life, but also getting ahead. It's really a funny energy. I also think too, we see here, 9 of Swords indicates maybe having some trouble with insomnia in October. So you could have some sleep disturbances, issues with sleeping. This also could be having feelings of worry, but as you're having those feelings of worry, redirecting them to be positive, not in a toxic positivity way, but you're learning that sometimes you're having this anxiety and it doesn't mean, wow, stop, don't do anything. You can still have anxiety and move forward. In fact, that's what a lot of people have to do, right? Like, I could be scared about having to do something, but maybe that's a sign to do it. So you're learning how to channel your anxiety into enthusiasm. Instead of being like, oh, I'm scared to do this, be like, oh, I'm getting a little excited to do this. I'm nervous because I want to do this, right? Kind of having that mindset to get you going and not give up or be too scared to do something. it doesn't seem like you're finalizing a giant project, right? This seems to be a month where you're having fun and you're just starting things. You're having fun, but you are seriously concerned about a few things, and you want to get your plans in order so that you're not stuck in a sticky situation in the future. So really interesting messages here. Something positive with the Two of Swords is getting clarity on what to do next. Being able to make a choice that changes your life. So this could be like deciding whether or not you want to get married, deciding whether or not you want to have a new lifestyle, maybe deciding on a will or inheritance, right? Like if you have some sort of assets, you have children, maybe you want to make plans so if something were to happen, everything's taken care of. So it's just really having a lot of good happen when you're planning to make a choice. You're planning to be prepared. So when something big or major comes up, you're going to have the clarity to decide, okay, now I know what to do. So a lot of confusion's going to clear up for you this month. You're going to be able to make choices easily, and you're going to have enough information because of your planning, your strategy. You're going to have enough information to move forward in a way that's protecting you and others around you. Something negative with the Page of Swords for October is maybe having trouble having courage in some ways. So you could have difficulty being courageous even though you're optimistic, you're learning how to push through fears and anxiety, you're getting clarity, but you could still be feeling a lack of courage, or maybe even sometimes a lack of motivation, not because you don't want to do something, but it feels like you're lacking something, or you feel like you lack something. You might not actually lack anything. Or you could be eventually in a position to act and you're fine, but you're thinking, oh no, this isn't going to happen for me. So something I feel this is related to the Page of Swords and the Nine of Swords. You have anxiety that wants to control you, right? While anxiety can help us, sometimes it can be obviously a block for us, something that is detrimental to us. So a message to help this negative influence this month is sometimes this comes through because we're thinking too much. And with multiple swords energy here, you are thinking a lot, which is good, but you don't want to overthink. You don't want to think yourself into a box when there isn't one. So be mindful and be aware, okay, what are you fearful of? What is scary for you? You can acknowledge that. Don't sugarcoat it if you do have genuine fears or concerns. But some of those could just be fears and concerns. It doesn't mean they're actually going to happen, so continue anyway. As some words of advice, okay? Okay, so I'm going to put down some more cards and see what else comes through. Okay, with these cards here, we have Country Fair, summon the strength to reach out and discover the unity of community around you. Terracotta Pots, you have profound power when you stay true to yourself and those around you. Sunburst, embrace your inner light and share it with the world, inspiring others to do the same. And lastly here, we have Crow Spirit, co-create with spirit. So with Country Fair, it's funny because where I live, they have a fair that's like a country fair going on right now. So for some of you, a fall activity could be to go to fairs or events like a country fair that could help you enjoy life more, have more positivity. You might see something there, like someone selling something. There's some sort of activity you get to watch, and that really is inspiring for you or good for you in some way. There's also a chance to make friends at an event like this. And with Terracotta Pots here, this talks about staying true to something and commitments. It mentions that in the guidebook, and I thought it was funny because I mentioned needing to find out what to commit to. So that is definitely something that will happen this month. But there could be a commitment to a community. So maybe for some of you, you could have anxiety about committing to a group of people or a person. But this is a message of having the benefits of that community could be worth that commitment, right? Maybe you're afraid to commit and be left behind. Maybe you have negative past experiences where your commitments, you were committed, but other people weren't. So this is saying don't let a past hurt block you from making a new connection or new connections. Something here could be safe to try and see if it will work out. Don't let your anxiety stop you from doing that. So don't feel afraid to commit to something, okay? Because some of you guys, you're scared of doing that, but please don't. If something doesn't work out, that's okay. You can try again, right? You can commit to something else once again. It's not the end of the world if something doesn't work out, even though it might be painful, it might be difficult. But here it's like you're making something a failure before it has had a chance to fail. It might not even fail, it might work. So don't let this anxiety make you see a future that's not true, okay? I also see here too, committing to something will be worth it. So outside of a connection with others, you might have to commit to a future goal or project to help yourself be in a better place in the future. So you guys could be someone who struggle with maybe staying at a job a long time, maybe committing to a lot of things, right? You might like change a lot. You might have trouble finding what connects with you, and that's okay. A lot of people have that problem. But it's saying like, try your best this month to really spend time with something so you can form that commitment. Because as we know, you have some anxiety with doing that. But there could be something here where you're putting a lot of effort in and you fall in love with a hobby, a new type of job. There's something you have to really give a chance because it will be worth it. So once again, but a little bit of a different message, unrelated to people. This is for yourself with what you do in your free time. And with sunburst here, it's like the sun. So yes, positivity. You have to let yourself make mistakes to grow. You have to let yourself not always know the answer, but still continue anyway. So you're going to be learning this month how to shine, let your true personality show to other people, even to yourself. There could be something happening suddenly that makes you really happy. So maybe there is some sort of surprise happening in October that makes you feel really joyous, really happy. Maybe a surprise invite someplace, maybe a surprise in whatever you kind of fall in love with and want to pursue long term, whatever you want to commit to. So allow yourself to have that feeling, that joy. Don't let yourself not feel that because you're scared or whatever. Embrace that fear and turn it into enthusiasm. That's a big message all throughout the reading that keeps coming through. So you're learning how to accept positive feelings. Don't be scared they'll go away. Even if they do, you can have positivity again. It doesn't always have to be negative things, okay? And with crow spirit here, we see a crow here too, right? I thought that was funny. So crows are supposed to be really intelligent. So you have to use your intelligence, okay, throughout October. Maybe something you're committing to requires intelligence and it's challenging, but it's good for you. It's strengthening your mind, right? It's making you a better leader, a better communicator. I also view with this card as well, it talks about needing to co-create. So it's kind of like using what is happening in your life to make something. So instead of like forcing something to happen, go with the flow and try to make things happen with what is already occurring. So an example of that is if someone gives you like paints, some paper, some brushes to use, right? instead of being like, well, I don't want to paint a picture, I want to play an instrument and make music. Of course you can do that, but maybe like with what is around you, your resources, what is being given to you, try to do something with that as it's flowing, right? Someone didn't give you an instrument, they gave you paint, brushes, paper. So instead of going out of your way to get that instrument, use what was given to you, and maybe in that moment, it will be easier, okay? You could have some sort of breakthrough by like creating with spirit, as in like whatever is fated to happen this month, maybe just work with it. Even if it's unusual, because maybe that's how you find that thing you want to commit to, or a new hobby. Like, it's going to be unexpected, okay? So if you're always sticking to the things that you're used to and that you prefer, you like, that's not always bad. We should do that sometimes. But in your case, I feel like you're meant to go with the flow with something. It's like you ordered a cheeseburger, but instead you got like fried chicken, right? Maybe you're meant to eat that fried chicken that day instead. Something like that is happening in October, but it's for your benefit. Maybe try it out, even though usually you'd be like, hey, like, where's my burger? I didn't order chicken. What? Right? There's something like that happening suddenly or unusually, but that's happening because of spirit, universe. It's for your benefit to have something new, to try something you would never usually do. So we have the pumpkin magic 8-ball here. So I want you guys to ask a question and pause the video if you need more time. Yes or no. What is the answer to group number 1's question? I mean, group number 3, I'm sorry. What is the answer to group number 3's question? Odds are not good, it says. So it's kind of blurry here, but that is what it says. So whatever you have asked right now, something might not be likely. This is something you can try again later. Okay, group number 3, let's ask another question. So pause the video if you need more time. And when you're ready, yes or no question for group number 3, what is the answer? No doubt. Okay, so no doubt, whatever you asked will happen. Group number 3, so that was your reading. I hope you guys liked it. Like the video, subscribe if you haven't yet, hype the video up so more people see it. I hope your October is great. I hope things work out for you. And I hope to see you guys in the next reading. Bye.